I will breathe out until I can't breathe out anymore. And that's when I'm getting on the scale.
I will breathe out until I'm gonna try that. Just kidding. Good morrow, everybody. My name is Robin, also known as SunnySideUpGal, and you are my Sunny Side Up pal. Good morning, good morrow, and good day. Listen up, everybody. Today's going to be a little bit of a teeny tiny copium den, as organized as I could possibly get it. We're going to be discussing if thinness is synonymous with health and why it is or it isn't, and why obesity can sometimes be healthy.
Just kidding.
But I hope you guys enjoy it. Let me know in the comments below. If you're new here, please consider giving me a subscribe. If you are not new here, I appreciate you coming back and returning. Go ahead and like the video because me know you're gonna like the video. And if you are a member, I appreciate you being a member of the Egg Carton and being an Eggie. If you're wondering how to become a member, see the link below. It's only $2 a month, make you holla, and you get an extra video every week. And you get member first opportunities. You also get like maybe a couple member posts a month. If it's usually when I want to talk trash. And it's most likely the same person I want to talk trash about. If you know, you know. I hope you enjoy this video. Let's go ahead and get started. I was inspired by a post by Alicia McCarvell. I saw this video last week. I saved it. I said, Robin, we have to watch it on the channel. And so we're going to watch it today. So let's begin. Okay, so if you're not familiar with Alicia McCarvell, let's look at her page really quick. All right, here is Alicia's page on Instagram. She is a huge, not body huge, but just like a huge creator to begin with. She's got 1.6 million followers. She's probably a cajillionaire. She lives in Canada. She's part of the CPAP baddies. So if you haven't watched, I don't know if she posted it on YouTube or not, but Angelica Unfiltered did a video about Alicia being a CPAP baddie. But anyway, she is mainly known for, I mean, obviously she's an entertainer from TikTok and stuff like that, but most people know her as like that big gal with the hot husband. Like, I feel like most people would, if I couldn't think of Alicia McCarvell's name, I'd be like that Canadian influencer who's fat, who has a fit husband that's hot. Because, I mean, she shows him off a lot. I say this every time I bring him up. Do I think that they don't love each other? No, I do. I think that he loves her and she loves him. And I think, you know, they've been together since high school. And do I think they're soulmates? Sure. But I think a lot of her shtick is like, I don't have to be thin because look at what kind of a life I've got, right? I'm not saying that everybody needs to be thin. Thin is weird. I'm mostly healthy or lean. She claims to be healthy. I'm like, girl, you're in a CPAP, but I don't know. The problem is health at every size is just becoming so too widely accepted, and I'm at the point now where I'm like, if anybody believes Hayes is legit, I'm just like, harmful. I think I really do believe that Hayes is harmful. I've been indoctrinated, I've been radicalized. But let's begin. Let's watch this video really quick. Okay, so thinness won't solve my problems. I know this because I've been thin. So she has been thin in the past. She did a bikini contest, but I think she has been large most of her life. I'm just being 100% honest. I think she's talked about, I mean, we've seen pictures of her in high school. She's always been overweight at least. And then she did a bikini contest and lost weight way too fast. Peptides, like, you know, all the things that you shouldn't do to maintain, like, to get to a sustainable like healthy body size. She did that stuff. So, and she talks about it before. It was very schmishmordered, if I'm being honest with you. Our relationship with our body is the most unique relationship we'll ever have. What works for me won't necessarily work for others. I believe in body autonomy and everyone's right to make whatever decisions they like for themselves and their bodies. That includes the choice to use GLP-1s and the choice not to. GLP-1s aren't the villain. They can be and have been and continue to be an incredible resource for many people. What I'm condemning here is the assumption that getting thin will solve all health problems. That narrative is wrong, harmful, and sets unrealistic expectations. So I don't believe that being thin does solve every single problem, but it can. And I say she's talking about being thin. I want to, you know, let's normalize using the term Lean, like I want to thank Compulsive Rambler for, you know, shining the light on that for me. But like lean is a little bit better than using the word thin. When I think of thin, I think of like too skinny, like a too, just like too much. Like thin to me doesn't ring a bell as like healthy. I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you guys like the word thin? Like obviously I don't think anybody's trying to be skinny. I joke around. I go skinny. Oh my god, I'm so skinny. But like, am I trying to be skinny? No, I don't really know if like I can be. I mean, do I want to be? I don't really know. Like as far as skinny feels like underweight, thin feels like closely to underweight. Like I don't know. Thin feels like something that's like when I think of thin, I think of like those like naturally skinny people. I don't know. What do you guys think? Like being like naturally beanpole, that feels thin to me. That feels like that's it, right? And then lean is like less body fat, more muscle. Like more lean just feels less than what I'm at. Like I'm good with that. Thinness, thin has a negative as a connotation. Like thin doesn't feel as healthy to me anymore. I want you to make decisions for yourself out of love and choosing not to risk the current health I have by taking a weight loss drug. Blah 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 blah. Oh my god, you guys, nobody's reading these. Nobody's reading these. I don't know. I'm reading it right now, but like, let's quit.
I don't know how to make people understand that fatness is not inherently the problem.
Fatness is a problem though. I will put the picture back up here, but like these are some issues that can be associated with being obese. Having excess body fat on your body is, I would say, inherently unhealthy. It is hormonally active and your hormones, I mean most of your the bodily functions in your body run on hormones. So why add I don't know, why add issues? Because they're in denial. A lot of fat acceptance people obviously believe that being fat is totally healthy.
Didn't just become fat. My mental health suffered. I prioritized my job. I have a terrible relationship with food. I had a terrible.
So she is admitting that she had a bad relationship with food. My assumption is fringe beating.
Relationship with movement that all led to me becoming fat. So when you say things like jump on a GLP-1 and you'll get thin, cool. How does that change any of those things? It fucking doesn't. That's why a lot of people jump on a GLP-1 or choose to get thin because they think it solves all of these problems.
I can understand where she's coming from. Losing weight doesn't solve every single problem. It's just a tool. Like, I don't know if that makes any sense. Like, losing weight didn't get rid of my PCOS, and it won't. Like, it's not going, there's no cure. I don't think. Just it's just symptom management and feeling better and how you feel. Same for Hashimoto's. Like, I don't think that there's a cure, but you can put it in remission. Losing weight and the things that I've done to help me lose the weight are what is going to make those things better. So I can understand like how just like going from fat to like thin doesn't just make your mental health better, your relationship with food better. Like if you just like cut, I mean, obviously, if, for example, like gastric bypass surgery, you cut a piece of your stomach out or whatever the method is, you know, that you choose to go through. Getting down to a healthier body size isn't going to fix your relationship with food. That takes like external work, like going to therapy and stuff like that. I don't think anybody believes going on GLP-1 medications is going to help Alicia with all of those external things. However, it could help her with her sleep apnea. It could help her with any other things that she's not disclosed. There's no way that she doesn't have diabetes. And I mean, it's possible, but I mean, it's just a matter of years. But I do understand that like weight loss in and of itself is not a cure-all. And a lot of people do chase weight loss and then they still then they get to their goal weight and they're still upset or they're still just not happy. But that's because they either one did the weight loss in a way that was like too fast for their body to adjust, maybe. Two, they did it for the wrong reason, so they did it purely for aesthetic, which do what you want, but I mean, like, let's dig deeper. Why are you unhappy? I don't know. I feel like so many people need to be I feel like so many people need to be in therapy. Like, it's crazy. And then or they go into weight loss thinking that that is going to fix everything, and it doesn't. And I'm guilty of that. I thought so. A few years ago, I was diagnosed with precancerous cells in my uterus, neoplasia of some sorts in my uterus. And before that, I really did think that the my diet change and losing weight was going to help me, was going to stop this this bleeding that I was going through. I was bleeding like a stuck pig for like a year. And like, no, like, weight loss doesn't stop cancer. You know what I mean? So it doesn't heal everything. It can fix some things. It can help prevent things in the future. But I see where she's talking about, or I can see what she's talking about. Thinness isn't going to help those other issues. She has to go to therapy for her food issues. She has to, she's going to talk about it.
When all of it solves is your fatness. I posted a lot of my workout stuff, and then I had to stop posting it because some of y'all are miserable. When you see me working out in a gym and you say, oh, but your fatness hasn't changed. Who the fuck cares? Because my fatness isn't currently hindering me from anything other than fitting on roller coasters. Don't want to do that anyways. My fatness only makes you not like me. It doesn't make me not like me. On paper, I'm doing great.
Okay. But you cannot deny. I mean, I think they do, though. They do be denying. But I think it's so strange that your fatness is a problem, though. Like, Alicia, I know she doesn't care. She's not going to be watching this. She doesn't care what people think. She is probably in denial, but like, fatness is not ever going to be okay, you guys. Like, I've come to the realization, this happened like last week. I was like, fatness, like, being fat is never going to be better than being lean. And I don't even mean that in like a Tumblr, like skinny Tumblr, skinny talk, like type of, verbiage. But being lean will always be healthier than being in an obese body. I'm sedentary, which I'm trying not to be. I did start walking on the walking pad because somebody was bullying me into doing it. I am lean. Or sorry, I'm not lean. I'm fat. I'm sedentary, and I would probably say, and this is a reach, I would probably say, because I've lost the weight, I'm no longer over 200 pounds, which I don't think any adult woman should be over 200 pounds. I would probably say I am somewhat healthy, not like way, way healthier. Like, I know by no means am I like healthy at all. But just the fact that there's less excess adipose tissue, less visceral fat on my body. Alicia, who apparently works out at the gym, I mean, she shows her videos that she does, but I don't really know. You don't know, are they there for what? How long? Is it just for the video? Me not know. I am potentially healthier than Alicia. I mean, I don't sleep with a CPAP, and I can fit on a roller coaster. Not saying that fitting on a roller coaster is a diagnostic of health, but being leaner is always going to be better than being morbidly obese. Like, this is severe obesity. I'm just being honest with you guys. I am just being honest with you guys. Would you agree? This is severe obesity.
I'm helping my mental health. I'm treating my ADHD. I've changed my relationship with food. I'm moving more consistently. If this body wants to change, she fucking will. But I'm not going to put the pressure on this because she is not the problem. My brain is the problem. Me being thin doesn't solve all of these things. It just makes you fucking tolerate me more.
So, actually, I think I did read that, like, eating better food in general, like, I wonder what she's eating, right? But I did read that I don't know if weight has anything to, like, if weight affects. So if you have ADHD, did your ADHD symptoms improve with weight loss, or did it just say the same? But I did read that like what you eat affects your ADHD. So eating less ultra processed foods, less sugar, obviously, can improve ADHD symptoms. It all boils down to the food, regardless of what Alicia says about being in a thinner body and whether or not that's going to fix her. I think that she needs to be eating better. If she wants to eat, if she starts eating better and then the weight starts falling off, then yeah, the body's going to do whatever it wants to do. But if she started eating better, she would probably lose weight. It depends though if she's eating less often, because I think she's overeating calories.
You want me to take a GLP-1, which we have no idea how that's going to impact my body, which currently right now on paper.
People suggesting GLP-1s to random people, it's weird to me. I mean, what I'm doing is weird to other people, I'm sure. Like, just talking trash about others. But like people suggesting GLP-1, like again, I agree with her. Like we don't know how GLP-1s have been around, but like they've been so, I don't think that there's enough evidence. I don't know. There's evidence. I don't know if that's the right word, but I just don't think that it's a great drug to just be like, oh, you're fat, just go get on a GLP-1. First of all, it's expensive. Second of all, like not everybody reacts to it well. Third of all, if you've got mental health issues, I'm reading and hearing and learning that it just like fucks with people. I don't think that she needs to be on a GLP-1. She could lose the weight with a healthier diet. Like I think it's the food for her. And if she really, really wanted to lose the weight, or if she really got to a point where they were like, where the doctors were like, you need to lose the weight or something bad is gonna happen, and she would probably have to get the surgery, gastric bypass surgery.
Paper is doing really well, and you want me to risk that just so I can become thin? How does that make any sense? Y'all are pissing me off with that. I don't know how to.
Okay. All right, let's move on. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments below. I don't think that, I mean, I'm glad that she's working on her mental health and stuff like that. But again, your mental health can be affected by the excess adipose tissue on your body because it is hormonally active. Excess adipose tissue on your body can fuck with the hormones, and that can cause depression. Your brain is affected by all that, right? I know that when I was 222 pounds after the panorama, I was obviously isolation can cause that too, but I was extremely depressed and didn't, want to be around. And then losing and maintaining 40-pound weight loss and starting the YouTube channel and trying to lose weight again. I'm not even on my Wellbutrin anymore. I am delivered. But yeah, I am finding a lot with the fat acceptance community. I mean, she claims that she's not fat acceptance. I don't know. Oh, does she claim? I don't know if she claims that she's not fat acceptance or whatever, but she is fat acceptance. Like she is. A lot of the people in the fat acceptance community, just like their top priority is mental health, which yes, that is a top priority, but a lot of our mental health issues can be not completely mitigated with food, or is mitigated the right word? Not completely like fixed with food, but food is like a great, preventative medicine. Like I know that food can't really fight off cancer or anything like that, but like food, what you put in your body really can help. If you're eating shitty food, you're going to be feeling like shit. Okay, here's another person who was like, I thought that losing weight was going to make her feel better, but then she's like, I'm not better. Take the music off. When I thought losing weight would make me feel happier. And they were singing. And then here we are. It didn't, and I'm still unhappy. So, this is Foopalicious, and I think she's on a GLP-1. I've been following her for a while. She, I think, even tried the ketogenic diet. But she has been trying to lose weight for years, but do it sustainably for her, meaning that there were some things that they were like some non-negotiable things that she wouldn't get rid of, and a lot of that is carbs, so rice, and then she eats a lot of sugar. That was my thing too. Like, there was no way that I was going to be able to like just count calories and keep carbs because I overdo carbs. Like, I can't be controlled around carbohydrates sometimes. Like, I love rice. I could eat like a pound of rice in a sitting. And I think this was her issue too. She tried the calorie counting thing and she was losing a little bit of weight, but now, I mean, clearly right here, she says that she's on a GLP-1. What I eat on a GLP-1?
Absolutely hate to.
So she still has whatever she wants to eat, which, I mean, it's going to work for you because the GLP-1 is going to help reduce your caloric intake. So cool. Okay, this one says, I like myself bigger. Let's read the caption together really quick. We need to stop telling women that losing weight is the answer to happiness. The being thinner is the magic ticket to love, confidence, joy, or worthiness, because I've been there and I've had my dream body and it was a nightmare to maintain. It didn't bring me happiness. It didn't bring me love. It didn't bring me joy. Even at the thinnest I've ever been, it was never enough. Okay, that's again, yeah, I don't think that thinness is the answer. It's like the other things that get you there. So like the lifestyle change, the food that you eat that makes you feel better and helps your mental health and all that jazz. If you felt like shit one day and there was a magic genie that was like, you want to be thin tomorrow, I'd be like, yeah, and then you were thin tomorrow, that wouldn't yes, obviously you're still gonna have some of those feelings from the day before, right? Not saying that people lose weight like that, but if you are getting on if you do something that's not 100% sustainable, I would say, yeah, that's not going to fix much. You have to make lifestyle changes for the leaner body to be a source of joy. I don't know. Don't come at me, but GLP-1 is not sustainable, right? You can be on a GLP-1 for life. Yeah, okay, sure, sustainable, but what if your insurance runs out? What if one day you can't afford that medication? What if one day it's discontinued, right? Then what are you doing? I mean, most people are, I wouldn't say that most people are doing GLP-1s the right way, I guess. Like, are they making lifestyle changes with it? I know most of you that are in the comment section do have lifestyle changes with your GLP-1 medication, but I'm saying a vast majority of people on GLP-1s aren't like, they're still eating whatever they want to eat. So like, if they ran out of the medication or if they could no longer afford it or whatever, they would be in a big pot of shit. Oh, I forgot to show you guys, but it's just her dancing. But yeah, you would be in a big load of trouble if for some reason GLP-1s were no longer available, unless you're making changes now. It's the lifestyle changes that bring on the happiness, that bring on the happiness, that bring on the joy. It's something. You have to do the sustainable thing, otherwise, yeah, you're gonna still feel like shit because you're doing this unsustainable thing that got you to a thinner body, and you're constantly working at it. I don't know. Like, I can see how that can be draining. This one says, giving your non-negotiables. I am not doing that to lose weight below. Okay, let's listen.
Here's a list of shit that I refuse to do just for the sake of being thin. Okay, so clock in, here we go. The first one being 75 hard. And honestly, let's throw in 75 medium while we're at it too. I don't even...
Have you guys ever done 75 hard? I think I have an idea of what it is, but not majorly. Somebody teach me in the comments below what 75 hard is. I think my thing is I feel like there's some kind of like a template or something that you follow, and for 75 days you have to do like a certain amount of push-ups every day and a certain amount of like physical activity things every day, and then maybe read a book. I don't know. I could have jumped that.
feel a need to elaborate on that. Next, chicken tenders and french fries. It is an American delicacy, okay? And I'm American, bitch. When you have chicken tenders and french fries with that thin as fuck rust.
Let me know in the comments below, what are some things that you, when you went on your weight loss journey, what were some of the things that you were like, I'm not gonna not have that? For me, it was bacon. So keto was like excellent for me. Bacon, but now you know what's crazy? I've had bacon for so much bacon in the last 8 years that I'm like kind of sick of it, and I haven't had it in months. I had um center cut bacon, which has more protein, less fat, and I hated it. So if you guys want my center cut bacon, just come on over. I've got a frozen pack in my freezer. But that, and then also always wanted to, like, it was important for me to feel full. Like I wasn't going to be like, it wasn't like eating less calories was difficult. Like, because I could eat a salad and be like, this salad didn't do shit for me. What am I gonna do? Eat 5 pounds of salad? That's crazy. But I would, right? I had to be full, so being on a ketogenic diet was also very helpful because there's so much protein and fat. The fat and the protein help you be full, but especially the fat. Um, Another non-negotiable. I mean, I am lazy, so I wanted weight loss without working out. I mean, I walked when I first lost weight. I was walking, and I started walking again now. So me trying, you guys. It's important. You should be moving your body. Non-negotiable. I don't think I had any other non-negotiables. Let me know.
Start ranch, you know what I'm talking about. Nothing beats that, okay? I will not be giving that up just for the sake of being thin. I will not be doing that. And speaking of restaurants, I will not.
Also, that's a good one too. Like, what were some of the things that you did get rid of that like were worth it? Like, I mean, I can understand like chicken nuggets. That's not a favorite meal of mine, but I got rid of pizza, which is a favorite dish of mine. Every once in a while, I will have it if it's keto approved. But I had to get rid of dairy 100%, and I feel so much better without dairy in my life because I have Hashimoto's, and removing it was the best thing I ever did. But my health was more important than pizza, and obviously this girl, her health was not more important than her chicken tenders and her french fries. I mean, she looks all right, but I mean, we're being honest with everybody, she is obese.
Not be going to a restaurant looking cute as fuck and not ordering what the fuck I want. And listen,
I agree with that. I think it's important to, if you're at a restaurant, eat what you want, right? You're at a restaurant. You're not going to a restaurant every day. If you're going to a restaurant every day, then yeah, be on a diet. But like, if you haven't gone to the restaurant in like a month, get what you want. As long as you are, do it in moderation.
salad just as much as the next bitch, okay? I really do love a good salad, but a salad for dinner is a starter, babe, okay? Give me my meat and my potatoes, because that is what I want to eat for my entree. And then once again, in that same vein, I know I've talked about this before, but a bread basket, okay? It's free food. Who is passing on free food in this economy?
I think a lot of people should pass on free food. We don't need a bread basket. No bread for the table, please.
Not me. 20K steps a day. I heard someone talking about this when they said that they were hitting a plateau, and they're like, I'm upping my step goal to 20,000 steps a day. I was like, I'm sorry, what? Like,
Okay, I can't really talk about this because I am sedentary as fuck, and I'm gonna give you my step count, you guys. I was doing like 2,000 steps a day because I work at a desk and I live in my house, and I don't go out because I'm trying to save money. I don't go anywhere, you guys. And it's too hot to walk outside sometimes. I live in Florida. It's humid as hell. I was just excuses though, because I have a walking pad. So then anyway, I started doing my walking pad again, and I need to do the walking pad. The thing that sucks is because I was doing the walking pad like mad at the beginning of this year, guys, and it sent me into a flare because I was trying to get all of my 10,000 steps in one go, which meant like an hour at 3 miles per hour, or almost 3.5 miles per hour, just like speed walking, which yeah, that kind of fucks it up. So like if I want to meet my steps, I have to do the walking pad like 3 times a day. So I've been coming home on my lunch, letting my dogs out, and then walking on the walking pad for like 25 minutes, which gives me like 2,000 steps. I'm still not at 10,000. I'm still trying to figure it out. It's 5 o'clock now. I gotta finish this video and then go on the walking pad, but you guys are distracting me. I can understand where this person is like 20,000 steps is a lot, There's not a lot of time in the day. We are all working. I mean, we should be. I mean, I don't know if we're all working actually. But the last thing I want to do when I come home from work is try to fit 20,000 steps in, because like I said, it takes like I have to be on the treadmill 3 times a day to even get close to 10,000 steps. My husband and I went on an adventure. We went to Home Depot this weekend. That was 3,500 steps just around Home Depot and like the parking lots and stuff like that. I was thinking, I think we went to another store too, but like, okay, 2 stores, 3,500 steps. How are you going to fit 2,000 steps or 20,000 steps in a day? Let me know if you guys get 20,000 steps in a day if you are not hiking. So like if you're not hiking, if you're not a trailblazer, if you don't walk to work, how do you get 20,000 steps in a day? Let us know, because the people need to figure out how to do this as a collective, because we're fat. But like, how do you do it? Where do you fit it in? Again, it would have to be multiple times on the walking pad for me, because I don't have a lot of time. I could go on a fucking hike right now, but it's dark and the world is crazy. I mean, yes, I have a gun, but like my dogs don't fight people. I don't know. They're not great protectors. Like I don't feel safe, and I don't think that's a problem. That's not a problem. Okay, if I don't want to walk at night, okay? But where's the time? Where is the time? Where do you find time? Where I do I'm heated. I'm like, are you getting the time to do 20,000 steps? Because I would if I didn't have a job. I would if I did not have a job.
I'm sorry, what? Like, I was not put on this earth just to be on a fucking walking pad, okay?
Yeah, it feels like I would be on the walking pad for fucking 8 hours. Like, how are we getting, if you're not walking to work, if you're not a trailblazer, if you're not going on daily hikes, how are you getting more than 10,000 steps a day? Tell me.
Wasn't. I would be getting my 10K steps and calling it a day. Okay, 10K is plenty in one day. And then the last one, meal prepping for a function. I can barely meal prep for my real life because I am just so unorganized.
Meal prepping for a function, what does that mean? Like making your own meal if you know that they don't have like your diet approved foods? I actually think that that's okay, and I think we should normalize that. One time this is like 8 years ago when I first started keto, I was going to a friend's house. They were barbecuing for us, and I just brought my own side of eggs, and I felt embarrassed about that. I really did. But now I wouldn't feel embarrassed. I'd be like, oh, I can't have fucking potatoes and that's all you want to feed me. You know, let's normalize that.
And to be frank with you, I just don't want it that bad. I don't want to be thin that bad, okay? That's all I have on this tier list. You know what I missed, because I'm sure I did miss I don't want it that bad, you know?
That's crazy. All I'm getting from this is that she's addicted to food. Maybe not that extreme, but she's also not, I mean, oh, I know you guys love when I say she's not that fat. She is fat. She knows she's fat, but she works out, so good for her. She's a fitness girly. She's a fitness girly, but she loves a bread basket. Okay. You know, we love somebody who's a realist. She doesn't deny that she likes to eat. So good for her. Good for her. But for real, how are you getting 20,000 steps in? How? Okay, this one I saw and I was like, ooh, let's just talk trash about this person. All right, bringing this back. Okay, we're not going to read that.
You're just not going to be skinny.
Like, I literally, when I heard that and I saw this person's eyes, I was like, is this AI? Like, is this person real? They look like...
It's really just highly unlikely that will ever happen.
Are you guys getting the Uncanny Valley vibes? I'm not sure if this person is real, but I went to their page. They are real. I'm not sure if they're real. I'm still not convinced.
I'm Cadence, and I wanted to introduce myself and say my most favorite people to work with are people that have never felt.
But I think, like, we're already built into the society that teaches us not to trust our body. Please trust our...
If your back hurts, try this. Most of us have a posture that's tucked under and the shoulders are slouched. And even if we try and open the shoulders...
Okay, but let's keep it going.
It's really not natural for most people. The people that...
It's not natural for most people to be skinny. I'm sure that is correct. Nobody's supposed to be skinny. When I think of skinny, I think of like Eugenia Cooney. Like that's unhealthy. Nobody wants to be skinny. I don't think people really do want to be skinny. If somebody really wants to be like skinny, like skin and bony, they're unwell, a child, or they're just like not educated on like what is healthy. Eating adequate calories for your body isn't going to get you to skinny. Like you have to really hurt yourself to get to like skinny. And I'm talking skinny. I'm not talking lean. I'm not talking like thin, but
that are skinny, it's usually just how they are, and it's not very hard for them. And if they are working really hard at it, that's probably unhealthy behavior, and they're probably not very happy. I talk to so many clients who have so much guilt about eating a cookie, skipping a workout, as though this is the one thing that's keeping them from being skinny.
I used to be one of those people. So I used to get like crazy guilt. And I don't know what it was more than it wasn't really guilt more than it was just like, damn girl, like you were doing so good. Yeah, I guess it is guilt. Like doing so good and now your blood sugar is going to be screwed up for the next 3 days, or like having to deal with cravings. So sometimes when I have cheat days and like for the next few days I have cravings for that exact same food or like for sugar. But what helped me was obviously just like sitting with those feelings and identifying, that it is a stupid thought to have. Like, I'm just going to be real with you. There's no reason to feel guilty about eating. You should feel guilty if you steal from a store. You should feel guilty if you hurt someone's feelings, like if you're malicious to somebody. You should feel guilty if you like, if you like you steal or whatever. But like eating a cookie, you ate a cookie. One cookie didn't make you fat. It was years and years and years of hiding the fact that you were having 7 dinners. You know what I mean? Like one cookie isn't going to completely throw your progress in the gutter. The problem is if you have multiple cookies, multiple days in a row, multiple months in a row, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Like if you let it snowball, one cookie, one piece of cake, every once in a while, it's not going to do the harm that you think it's going to do. It's going to just, suck maybe for a day, like if you're severely insulin resistant, for example. But yeah, you just have to realize this isn't going to reverse everything I've done. There might be a small fluctuation in weight with water, but it's just going to be water, girl. It's just going to be water.
It's not. It's just a cookie that you ate and a workout that you didn't do. The bigger picture of your life really tells the story of how you support yourself and what your values are when it comes to you. Each individual little moment is not where I win or lose, fail or succeed. It's really unlikely that your body's ever going to look drastically different than it does today. So how would your behaviors change if you accepted that?
Thoughts about that? I feel like stuff like this, like that type of verbiage, it is in a sense realistic. Like not everybody is born to be this like super thin supermodel, but I also am, to me it enables fat acceptance. Like I feel like it enables people, somebody can turn, I mean obviously this is a fat person who's like reviewing it, but somebody can turn this around and be like yes, feel very yas queened by this gal and feel very validated, and so like they continue to refuse to do anything to better their weight or to improve their health because they just go, oh well, this person just validated the fact that I'll never be in a healthy body, basically. Does that make sense?
I have seen creators on here say, if you need to take your clothes off in order to get on the scale, you already weigh too much, you're too fat. I am getting on the scale.
I do that. I won't weigh myself unless I've peed. I mean, I can't time my poops, but like unless I've peed and I have to be naked, or at least just like in a bra and undies.
Only after a pee, a poo, and an exhale of the demons. I will.
Oh my God.
You're just not.
I have seen creators on here say, if you need to take your clothes off in order to get on the scale, you already weigh too much. You're too fat. I am getting on the scale only after a pee, a poo, and an exhale of the demons. I will clip a toenail. I will take my contacts out. I will breathe out until I can't breathe out anymore. And that's when I'm getting on the scale.
I will breathe out until I'm gonna try that. I'm just kidding. Do you guys do that? Do you guys like, is everybody one of those people? Dude, also, I will wear the same outfit or similar outfits to the doctor's office so that like so that I'm weighed in the same outfit just so it doesn't look like a crazy fluctuation to the doctors on their side, if that makes any sense. I usually wear a dress when I go to the doctor's office. And when I'm weighed, I just don't want there to be any like here's what happened. Okay, so I went to the doctor's office in a leopard printed dress, 179, right? After eating. This is in the afternoon, by the way. And and then the next week I went to get my biopsy, and this was after like the wedding and everything, so I was already up in weight, but I was also wearing jeans, much higher weight. Here's a little infographics as why ultra thin is in again. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. It's another sign of the extinction burst of the patriarchy. Immediately just want to be like, shut up. Whenever women start to rise, to speak louder, to claim power, to refuse to play small, the system fights back, and it's one of the oldest weapons is shrink them literally. This isn't about beauty, it's about obedience, because a woman who is carving physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually is easy to control. They don't ask us to shrink, they sell it to us, wrapped in praise, drenched in wellness, marketed as empowerment. Listen, this whole being fat is fighting the patriarchy. You are so reliant on the others around you. A person who is in a thinner body can fight off more people. Like, let me start over. People in morbidly obese bodies, like people who are obese, are bound to be reliant on the government in the future. So like, fight the patriarchy. What do you mean? You are probably going to need the government to help you go to the doctor in just a matter of a few years. Whereas somebody who is in a fit body, a leaner body, has more freedom and more liberties to move about and to rely on the government less. A great way to fight the patriarchy, right? They don't ask us to shrink. They sell it to us wrapped in praise, drenched in wellness, and marketed as empowerment. I really want someone I would love, if you guys have a video out there, if you see one, message it to me on Instagram. I'm looking for a fat acceptance creator to tell me how being fat fights the patriarchy. If you want to let me know in the comments below, let me know in the comments below. But I'm just like, where? They told us, be thin to be desirable, be thin to healthy, be thin to healthy, be thin to be worthy, and be thin to be good. So like, am I just like dumb? Like, why? I feel like this doesn't have anything to do with the patriarchy. Like, the whole reason why I feel like women are mean to each other, right? And a lot of the beauty standard is not a male to female thing. It is what women have determined is beauty. Am I wrong? If I'm wrong, let me know. But I just don't like this. This is nothing. Men will fuck a corpse. Like, I don't know. And then, yeah, you do need to be in a thinner body to be healthy. You do need to, as far as worthiness, that's subjective, and good is also subjective. Like, these are subjective. This is legit. Like, you do need to be in a leaner body to be healthy, but the other stuff is subjective. I don't know. I don't fall for that shit. They called it discipline so we'd be proud of carving, wellness so that we would spend money, femininity so that we would fear strength, and self-care so that we'd feel guilty for eating. And yet, when Hilary Duff said, strong, not small, everybody was shitting on her.
This isn't the empowering message we think it is. I love Hilary Duff, and y'all are going to need to separate her from this ad. This is a campaign, and with any campaign,
Yeah, let's just say, let's be morbidly obese and strong.
Even though she's strong and it says femininity so that we fear strength. Shut the fuck up, dude. They sold it through magazines, runways, films, and TV, 90s supermodels, influencer trends, skinny teas, our own mothers who were fed the same poison. And we took the bait because it was survival. Thinness meant acceptance. Thinness meant safety. Thinness meant love in a world that made us beg for it. Dude, I don't think this gal has ever been thin. Oh. Yeah, I don't think so. Goth gardening. How many people does she have? 797,000 followers. I've never even heard of her. She's a witch. Oh, I better stop talking shit. But it was never about looking good. It was about being manageable because a woman who's full fed, rested, and strong, she's harder to manipulate. Listen, they think that like being obese means that you're harder to manipulate, but it's like you're food motivated. You're just like a dog. I mean, I'm not saying that came out wrong, but like my dog is food motivated. I could manipulate my dog to do whatever I wanted to do if I offered a treat after. She's very well trained. It's ridiculous how well trained she is. I'm very lucky to have a very, very food motivated dog. And I think the government feels the same way. A lot of Americans are very food motivated. I'm not going to go help you move. Oh, you've got pizza? I'll come help you move, right? Except I don't even think that that's, motivation anymore. People just don't do anything just to be nice anymore. It sucks. But anyway. Okay, they know what a hungry woman is. Foggy, anxious, weak, distracted, too tired to fight back, too ashamed to rise. Do they think that anybody who lives in a healthy body size is all of this? Anybody who lives in a healthy body size is foggy, anxious, weak, distracted, too tired to fight back. When I was 222 pounds, I was all of those. I'm still obese and I get foggy from Hashimoto's flare-ups. But I was all of those, especially weak. I think that who's lying to this woman? Where did she get this? What are your sources? This is not a trend. This is a strategy. And the return of the ultra thin culture. It is a sign that the old system is panicking. It is a classic sign of extinction burst. The patriarchy is losing its grip, so it's reviving one of its oldest and most beloved tricks: convince women that their power lives in their smallness. No, I think honestly, most people don't give a shit what men think anymore. We're just being honest. Okay, we're just being honest. I just don't think that that's a thing anymore. But this time, why is this still going? We're not buying it. Too many of us have woken up. Too many of us have burned the script. Too many of us know better now. We are no longer seduced by carving. We are no longer proud to be lightheaded. Again, when I was obeser, I'm still obese, but when I was obeser, 222 pounds, I was lightheaded quite often. I was just not well. We are no longer calling trauma wellness. That was more trauma. I really was unwell. And I think a lot of you folks in the comments, I feel like a lot of you subscribers or not are probably thinking the same thing. When you were in a much larger body, if you're currently on a weight loss journey, but when you were in a much larger body, you probably felt way worse than you did now. All of the things that she's claiming happen to thin people, those are the things that actually happen to people who are obese. It's clearly denial. 30 pages. That's crazy. This time we're not getting smaller. We're getting stronger, louder, wilder, softer, and fiercer, and unapologetically fed. Yeah, people can get in a leaner body and eat. I'm just so confused. We're feeding ourselves like we matter. We're moving to feel alive, not to earn rest. And we're building muscle not for the male gaze, but to reclaim our physical sovereignty. Are you though? Are you building muscle? She probably is. She gardens, We're not here to be minimized. We're not here to be minimized. We're not here to disappear. We're not here to earn our space. We are here to take it as much as we damn well please. Let them exhaust them trying to bring thinness back. What? Okay. Let them push back the same old lies. Let them panic because we're done shrinking in their effort. Okay. Being fat does not cause disease. Yuck.
Fat or having excess fat does not cause disease. It is.
I would like to politely disagree. Being fat is I guess you're right. I would like to disagree just because I know that excess adipose tissue on the body causes hormonal issues and that can like snowball into other things. But then they might say like, well, no, it's the hormone issues. Like, well, you wouldn't have those hormone issues if you weren't fat. Right?
It's true that many diseases are found more commonly in people that reside in larger bodies.
Wouldn't you? I feel like a logical person. So, for example, let's pick two diseases, heart disease and type 2 diabetes. They are found more commonly in obese people. Wouldn't you just reduce a large number of those occurrences if you took, the obesity away? Is that not how it works? If it doesn't work like that, let me know. But I'm just saying, like, I think it is an okay assumption to believe that correlation is it's sometimes okay to like use correlations in a solution or in finding a solution.
This does not mean that the weight itself causes the disease. Much of the evidence on this topic is based on epidemiologic research, which is a type of research that tracks people over time and examines differences between the groups, and self causes the disease. Much of the evidence on this topic is based on epidemiologic research, which is the type of research that tracks people over time and examines differences between the groups. And while this research has shown that people that reside in larger bodies are more likely to develop several diseases, it is important to note that epidemiologic research shows association, not cause.
Okay, but if the excess body fat doesn't like, I feel like we're just grasping for straws to like enable people to be fat. If the excess adipose tissue does not cause the disease, but it is shown that people in larger bodies are more likely to get these diseases, why are we not like educating people to like lose weight on then? Like, why are we fighting this? Like, the study showed more fat people got these diseases. Okay, the fat didn't cause it, but there's still an issue. The issue is the obesity is correlated. The obesity, maybe it's not causing it, sure, but people with obesity are more likely to get these diseases. Let's stop that, right? Let's get rid of the obesity of these people and maybe they won't get this disease. Why are we fighting this? I'm so confused. I'm so confused. What are you doing? Why?
Causation. Say it with me, folks. Association, not causation.
If it is associated, it's still not a good thing. Association is not always a good thing, right? Like, guilty by association, I don't know. I just don't understand why she's fighting this.
Let's talk about an example that's different than weight. Let's talk about bald men. My husband.
Oh my God, the fucking bald men argument. Listen to this, you guys. It's fucking stupid.
But is bald. Love the bald men. Somebody were to say that baldness causes cardiovascular disease, you'd be like, excuse me, what? What the fuck are you talking about? Yet there is research that shows bald men have a higher incidence of cardiovascular disease versus men with a lovely, lush head of hair. Examination of other research shows us that bald men tend to have higher levels of testosterone. High levels of testosterone increase the risk of cardiovascular disease. We could call testosterone the confounder that explains the relationship between baldness and cardiovascular disease. We do not run around saying that if you are bald, it is going to cause you being fat.
So, we don't have a baldness epidemic. We do not have a baldness epidemic. If we had a baldness epidemic, then we would be helping these bald men balance their hormones. What we have is an obesity epidemic, and we have obesity and obese people who have a higher chance of getting type 2 diabetes, heart disease, cardiovascular disease, or whatever, high cholesterol, high blood pressure, blah, 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 blah. Why are you fighting that? Why are you sticking up for that? Are you a plant? Are you a plant for Big Food? Are you sponsored by Big Food? Find food freedom. I don't know. I'll have to do some more digging on find food freedom. But why are they fighting so hard to promote obesity? Like, it really is promoting obesity.
or having excess fat does not cause disease. It is true that many diseases are found more commonly in people that reside in larger bodies.
I fear we have lost the plot. You're telling
Okay, here is another one. Thinness is not synonymous with health.
plot. You're telling me that if someone is classified as obese, which by the way is just a ratio of your height to weight, that if someone who is obese is eating vegetables, lifting weights, getting sleep, managing stress, they have stable blood pressure and their labs are good, that's still not good enough for you?
It's not about for me. People are going to choose what they want to choose, the life and the body that they want to live in. But the problem is people coming onto the internet saying that obesity is healthy when it inherently is not healthy. Obesity, you may have great numbers, etc., 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 but like it's going to catch up with you. Obesity catches up with you. I was hit by the issues that obesity causes or is correlated with young, but I mean, there are some people on here who were almost 300 pounds that didn't have any problems. You are. I can't read what this says.
This comment came from a video where I was talking about how I went to the doctor, they weighed me, and then on my after visit summary, it said that I am obese based on BMI. Even though I'm lifting weights, drinking my water.
Even though I'm lifting weights, no, BMI doesn't care about you lifting weights. It is just a measurement of like your body mass. And if you are clearly holding excess adipose tissue, then your BMI does matter.
Getting my protein, my fiber, all that good stuff. I'm engaging in all of these health promoting behaviors, and my weight just happens to be into the category of obesity. But that does not automatically mean that I'm not healthy. What's not clocking to y'all? What else would you define as healthy if not engaging in health promoting behaviors? Because I can tell you for sure.
Let's answer that question for her, you guys. What do you think? I'm obese. I think she looks smaller than me. Let's see here. She is. Let's see where she's walking. She must be on the cusp of obese. I'm not seeing. Maybe I'm obese blind still, you guys. Maybe I'm obese blind still. Or she's tall. I'm confused. She must be on the cusp. I don't know. What do you guys think?
It is not thinness. Thinness is not just a different word, a synonym for health.
Okay, so after looking at her page, she is doing a lot more healthier things than, say, me. I don't think that I wonder, I have to know. I wonder if maybe she's lying about her obesity diagnosis. I don't know. Does she look obese to you guys? Especially my European subscribers. Does she look obese to you? I don't know. I am American and fat blind. I don't know if she looks obese anymore. I'm confused. Especially after seeing, we just watched what she looked like before, or we watched what she looked like on her profile page. And I'm wondering if she's on the cusp maybe of obesity and overweight and has muscle. So maybe that's like skewing results a little bit.
Clock into y'all. What else would you define as healthy if not engaging in health promoting behaviors?
Being in a body that does not fight me hormonally. That is a good thing.
Because I can tell you for sure, it is not thinness. Thinness is not just a different word, a synonym for health. I
can agree with that. Like, I don't think, when I got diagnosed with PCOS or with my Hashimoto's and, was struggling, I will admit it took me wanting to lose weight to figure out that I was insulin resistant, sure. But it wasn't one day I got sick and was like, ooh, I'm just going to get thin and everything's going to go away. No, I wanted to get actually healthy and normalize my hormones, and I knew that once I did all of that, everything would kind of fall into place and then the body would come, right? It's slow because I do have Hashimoto's and PCOS, but it's not impossible. I just have to control what I put in my gullet. And I had to find a way to eat that was sustainable for me, and that was keto. But I tell you guys that all the time. Okay, being skinny doesn't mean that you're healthy. Being fat doesn't mean that you're unhealthy. That's correct. So, like, would I say that somebody as skinny as, let's bring up Ariana Grande? She's looking quite skeletal lately. Scary. And then, being fat doesn't mean you're unhealthy. I would actually disagree. I think that, again, there's no, I guess there are levels of fatness. You can be less unhealthy, but there's no way that being in an obese body is better than or healthy at all. Like, I don't think that anybody over the weight of 200 pounds is necessarily healthy. There's got to be something that's going to catch up with you. Something is wrong. Something's wrong to even get you that big if you're just eating normally, right? And again, it's hormonally active. All those excess hormones are going, or the excess adipose tissue is causing a bunch of a hormonal shitstorm in your body that you may not even feel yet. I don't think that being fat will ever be better than being in a lean body. And I don't mean like skinny, I mean like a healthy, normal sized body. Ever. We're in an epidemic, you guys. Type 2 diabetes is on the rise. Type 2 diabetes snowballs into other things. I'll put them here. All right, last one. This gal deserves her own episode, so stay tuned for the future because she's a doozy.
Life is worth.
It says fat fed and no man talking to me about his macro intake, and it says in the caption, it says full, and a full bush. I am at peace. I don't know why I can't see the comments, but it's Fat Girl Flow, and she's eating what's new. I just wanted to show this one too because I'm always talking about my macro intake, and I don't, they want to, the fat acceptance community is always talking about how they're not glorifying obesity, but the hashtags, one of the hashtags here is fed is best, which is a hashtag that is mostly used by mothers with infants or parents with infants, and fat fed and no man telling me about his macro intake, and it screams glorifying obesity to me. And so I don't know, I saw her video and I was like, I need to do a video on her soon. I don't think I've ever done one on her, but she's eating an entire like four entree plate of Chinese food. Just kidding, it's not 4 entree, but I used to eat that much in one sitting. That's a lot. Do you guys think that that's a lot, or am I being like, am I being too like too Tumblr skinny? Let me know in the comments below. But anyway, you guys, that is our episode today. We discussed a ton about why obesity is inherently unhealthy, and while I do agree that thinness is not synonymous with health, I do want to reiterate that being in an obese body will never be healthier than being in a fit body or a lean body. So if you have a disagreement with that, please let me know in the comments so that we can discuss and discussed.
Let me know in the comments so we can discuss.
And I don't know, what do you guys think? What should I cover next? Let me know in the comments below what you want to see me react to or chat about or chit about. And if you made it all the way to this point in the video, please leave a, I was gonna say leave a CPAP, but they don't have that. Leave a Chinese food emoji in the comments below, because that's where we're ending this video with. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hype the video if it is giving you the option to hype it. Goodbye.
Last day I knew you were my pet. I wanna tell you that I love you.